Welcome to the all new channel, that is Genius Megamind, my friends. In our series of lectures we are conducting on the subject of mental ability and logical reasoning. Let us start with a altogether new topic, that is number analogy. And first of all, you have to understand what exactly is analogy. Analogy means similarity. It can be the similarity between two figures, it can be the similarity between two objects, it can also be the similarity between two numbers or two words. And that is what we are supposed to find out. We are supposed to find out the correlation, we are supposed to find out the analogy, we are supposed to find out the similarity between the numbers which are given over here, since the name of the topic is number analogy. So we are here to find out the analogy between the numbers. Now as a demo, there's the first example which appears on your screen, and over here there are 4 dots which are given. These 4 dots, my friends, are nothing but the Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is too huge, it is too big, too massive. You cannot cross it. You cannot cross it. Fine. So whatever relation is there between the first number and the second number, the same kind of relation you have to find out between the third number and the fourth number from the options which are given below. So again, a humble request on my part, whenever the question pops out on your screen, you have to pause the video, you have to try to solve it out, and if you don't understand the logic, then only you check out the logic as such. And if you go on watching the video n number of times, 110%, though I am not a magician, I can assure you, I can guarantee that your logic will ultimately get developed as such. So let's start with the first question. The first question appears on your screen and it is something like this: 5 is to 20, so 7 is to what? So we have to find out the relation between 5 and 20, and the same kind of relation we have to apply between 7 and the number which will replace the question mark. So there are 4 options which are given, and my friends, over here if you look at the question, I am damn sure that 100% of the students might be answering the answer as what? Option A, that is 28. So what they have done something like this: 5 into 4 is 20. So whatever logic I applied on the left hand side, I am going to apply on the right hand side also. So 7 into 4 will be what, my friends? 28. So 28 is the answer for this question according to you. Fine. But according to me, it's a different answer. So whenever in the options, the fourth option given is all correct, please check out all the 3 options above. Fine. All the 3 options given above will be the answers 99.99% of times. So obviously 28 is one of the answers. Now let us check out how do I get 42 as such. Now here I am going to use the formula of what? N square minus n, where n is a number. So I am making the square of the number and I am subtracting the same number from the square to get the answer. Now over here the first number given is what? 5. So what is 5 square? 5 square, my friends, is what? 25. And I am going to subtract the same number, that is 5, from over here. So that will yield me what? 20. So I have found out the relation between the first 2 numbers. Now I am going to apply the same kind of relationship between the third number and the fourth number. So over here it is 7. So I have to do 7 square and I have to subtract the same number, that is 7. So I am going to get what? 49 minus 7, my friends, will be what? 42. So 42 can also be one of the answers. Now how to tackle the question in the third different way? Fine. Now watching 5 and 20, what is the difference between 5 and 20? So if I add plus 15 over here, 5 plus 15, my friends, is 20. So whatever operation I have done over here, I am going to perform over here. So 7 plus 15 is what? 7 plus 15, my friends, is what? 22. So that can also be one of the answers. So the answer can also be 22. So in general, I can come to a conclusion that the answer is what? All correct. Fine. So let's move down to question number 2. Now question number 2 may, like see, there's a mistake which has been done in the options. So let's correct the options as such. So instead of 15, I'll go for what? 18 over here. Now please observe the numbers. 36 is to 18, so 30 is to what? So any normal student again is going to answer the question in the same way or same manner. Half of 36 is what? 18. So half of 30 will be what? 15. But my friends, 15 is not there in the options. So I have to deal with this question in a very different way. So what do I do? Fine. So I am going to perform the operation of multiplication between the two digits which are included in the number 36. So 3 into 6, my friends, is what? 18. So again 3 into 0 will be what? 3 into 0 will be 0 as such. Any number multiplied by 0 is 0. So the answer for this question is option A. Can I deal with the same question in a different way? So yes, I can find out a different answer also. Now if I add both the digits in the number, so the addition will give me what? 9 as such. And over here this is 18. So 1 plus 8 again, my friends, is what? 9. So 9 is equal to what? 9. The thing has got balanced. So over here also I am going to perform the same kind of operation. 3 plus 0 is what? 3. And 3 should be equal to what? 3. So ultimately I have to go for option B also as the answer. So the answer for this question, my friends, will be both A and B. So answer can be 0, the answer can be 3 as well. Now moving down to the third question. So 2 is to 8. So 3 is to what? This is what is asked over here. So am I going to perform the same kind of logics which I have used in the previous questions? So maybe yes or maybe no. So first of all I have to get 8 from 2. So how do I get 8 from 2? My friends, 2 into 4 is what? 8, right? So in the same way, the right hand side, that is 3 into 4, will be what? 12, right? So the answer has to be what? Option A. So this is the first way I can solve the question. Now how can I solve the question in the second method? So second method I can say, what is 2's cube? 2's cube, my friends, is what? 8. So in the same way, I'll go for 3's cube, and 3's cube is what? 27. So 27 can also be the answer, that is option C. Now let me go for the third type of solving. Fine. What is the difference between 2 and 8? The difference between 2 and 8 is what? 6. So the same kind of difference I have to find between 3 and question mark. So if I added 6 over here, I'll add 6 over here. Fine. So it will be 2 plus 6 is 8. So in the same way, 3 plus 6 will be what? 9, my friends. So answer can also be 9. So I can straight away jump to the conclusion that the answer for this question is what? All correct. So that was question number 3. Now moving down to question number 5. As I told you, observation is one of the most important skills which you are going to require while solving the questions in mental ability, right? So from 35 I have to get 15 and I have to get the answer from what? 40 as such. Fine. Again, closely observing 35. If I perform a mathematical operation, that is 3 into 5 comes out to be what, my friends? It's 15. So ultimately 4 into 0 will be what, my friends? 4 into 0 will be a big 0. So that will be option number B as such. Fine. So you have to observe numbers carefully. That will make you reach out to the answer. Now question number 5 on your screens. 4 is to 9. So in the same way, 12 is to what? So I can deal with the question in two different ways. One of the methods is most simple, the other one is a bit complicated, but please try to understand both the methods because in the long run that is going to help you develop your logic. So how do I get 4 and 9 together? So how do I get 9 from 4? So what I am supposed to do, my friends, I am going to multiply 4 by 2, fine, plus add 1 in that to get what? 9, right? I am going to add 1 to get 9 as such. So I am going to perform the same operation over here, right? So it will be what? 12 into 2. 12 into 2 will be what? 24. But now the question which arises, where did I get the 1 from, right? So what I have done, I have divided 4 by 4, right? 4 by 4 is what? 1, and that is how I get the 1 over here. So 4 into 2 plus 1 is 9. Now I am going to perform the same operation over here. 12 divided by 4. 12 divided by 4, my friends, will be 3. So 12 into 2 plus 3 will be what? 12 2s are 24 plus 3 is 27. So the answer for this question is 27. But this was a rather complicated method. You will have to watch the same method twice, thrice, so you can understand the concept. But let me go for a more simplistic way of solving the same questions. Can I go for the ratio and proportion wala thing? So yes, 4 upon 9 is equal to 12 upon what? X. So how do I write x? X will be 9 into 12 upon what? 4. Fine. 4 1s are 4, 4 3s are 12. And 9 3s are what? 27. Again the same answer, that is option A. So that was question number 5. Now, question number 6 is altogether based on what? Observation. From 52, I have to get 7. So I have to get the answer from what? 26. Again, observing the digits of the number 52. So I am just going to draw a line over here. I am going to create a compartment between the two digits. And 5 plus 2, my friends, is what? 7. So 2 plus 6, my friends, will be what? 2 plus 6 will be what? 8. So the answer for this question, my friends, is what? 8. It was one of the most simplest questions. But even questions based on this logic are also asked. Moving down to question number 7, and looking at the question, many of you will feel sad, fine, because you might be expecting that 54 का उल्टा हो गया है 45, तो 65 का उल्टा should be what? 56. But unfortunately again, your luck is very bad. The number 56 is not there in the options. It's not included over here. So how do I check it out? Again, observation, my friends. 54 and 45, both the numbers will fall in table of what? They will fall in the table of what? 9. So can I write 54 as 9 into 6? Yes. 9 into 6 is what? 54. Can I write 45 as 9 into 5? So obviously the answer is yes. So 9 into 6 and 9 into 5. Now checking out 65. 65 will come in the table of what? 13. So I can write over here as 13 into 5. 13 into 5 is 65. So into 5, my friends, into 6, my friends. Into 5, my friends, into 6, my friends. And the number is going to be the same. So over here, it will be 13 into 6. And 13 6s are what? 78. So the answer for this question will be option B. That is 78. Now, moving down to question number 8. Again, it looks like a very simplistic question to me. And again, if you check out the options, the fourth option you can check out is all correct. So I have to pay attention to all the 3 options which are given above. So how do I get 16 from 4? So my friends, 4 square is what? 16. So in the same way, that square will be what? 36. So which number square is 36? 6. So 6 can be one of the answers. So that is option A, right? Again, how do I deal with the same question in a different method? So if I multiply the number on the left hand side by 4, 4 into 4 is what? 16, right? So I am going to multiply dash the number at the place of question mark into 4 to give me what? 36. So what into 4 is 36? So my friends, it will be 9 into 4 is 36. So the answer for this question is what? B also. Again, dealing with the same question in a different method. So the difference between these two things or these two numbers is 4 plus 12 is what? 16. So what plus 12? What plus 12 is 36. So what plus 12? What plus 12 is 36. Fine. So I have to include the number of 24 here. 24 plus 12 is what? 36. So the answer can also be 24. So obviously the answer for this question is all correct. So that was question number 8. Now question number 9. 11 is to 17. So 23 is to what is the question which has been asked. Now some of you might feel that the difference between these two is what? 6, right? It is plus 6. So the difference between these two also will be what? Plus 6. And 23 plus 6, my friends, is what? 29. Is 29 given in the options? No. So we have to entirely change our thought process. We have to change the logic. But if you observe the numbers very carefully, so all the numbers look to you as what kind of numbers? Odd numbers. But more specifically, they are what? Prime numbers. And prime numbers are those numbers which are divisible by the same number and 1. So 2, 3, 5, then 7, then 11, then 13, then 17, then 19, then 23, then 29, then 31, and so on. This is a series of what? Prime numbers. Now over here, 11 is related to what? 17, right? So 11 is related to 17. So what do you observe, my friends, over here? There is one prime number which I dropped. Fine, 13 I have dropped from over here. So what will 23 be called as? So 23 will be related to 31 because I am supposed to drop the number 29 which comes in between 23 and 31. So the answer for this question is 31 again, right? So hope you understood the question. Questions are also asked on prime numbers the way they were asked in the number series. Fine. So that was question number 9. Now moving down to question number 10. Now the question looks a bit complicated, but again observation will play the most important role. Fine. Again, if I just chalk out all the prime numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, then 17, then 19, then 23, then 29, then 31, then 37, then it is what? 41, then it is 43, and so on. So the series goes on continuing. Fine. So I have to observe the numbers. I'll just create a compartment or a partition between 2 and 3. So that makes 23. So I am combining the first two prime numbers to get 23 as such. Then if I combine the next two prime numbers 57, I will get 57. Then 11, 13 if I combine, so I get 1113. So the next step is the combination of the next two prime numbers 17 and 19, which is going to give me 1719, which is option C over here. So again, this was also a question based on what? The prime numbers. And let us go for today's last question. Looking at the question, it seems to be very easy to me. Fine. I remember telling you that as students of logical reasoning and mental ability, you should know the tables from 1 से लेके 20 तक. You should know the squares of the numbers from 1 से 20. You should also know the cubes of the numbers from 1 से लेके 20 तक. That is the minimum I am asking. If you can go further, so that will be very beneficial for you. Now, if I observe at this number 38, so the closest square number is 36, and I can write 36 plus 2 as what? 38. And where did I get this 36 from? My friends, 6 square is what? 36, right? So the formula which I am deriving over here is n square plus 2, right? So 6 square plus 2 is 38. So my friends, I am going to go for 7 square plus 2. 7 square is what? 49, and 49 plus 2 is what? 51, and 51 is nothing but the first option. So the answer for this question is 51. So I have taken 11 examples. I am again requesting you to watch the questions again and again, to watch the video again and again. That will 110% increase your logic. Hope you have liked the lecture. Fine, thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and best of luck for your forthcoming endeavors. Thank you, my friends.